Let the battle lie, no retreat.
Sharks don't hold, pain bows, ground Uno, and they bring flags, pick it, blaze the darks. Steel and sweat in the spotlight's glare, fists fly fast, there's fire in the air. Crowds on edge, if the stakes are high, one wrong move and you kiss in the sky. No calm, no peace, just chaos and pain, chasing glory in a war with no name. The bell don't save you, the ref won't care. At Monday Mayhem, we don't play fair. Turn the lights down low, then hit that flame. The legends rise and blood feels again. Crowds are roaring, fists held tight. Every soul here came to fight. The clock is ticking, no time to pray. It's do or die on a Monday. Trade fast rang, let the madness fly. Heroes fall and titans rise. WWF, where warriors clash. On Monday Mayhem, we bring the smash. Crash the ring, hear the battle cry. No retreat and no goodbye. Step inside or stay ashamed. This is Mayhem, this is the game. Ropes are shaking, boots hit the floor. Every match like a legend's war. Chokeholds tight and the chants explode. Welcome to the violence code.
But first, 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 but first.
This is Mayhem, this is fame. Turn the lights down low, then hit that flame. The legends rise and blood fuels a game. Crowds are roaring, fists held tight. Every soul here came to fight. The clock is ticking, no time to play. Do or die on a Monday. Try flash the ring, let the madness fly. Heroes fall and titans rise. WWF, yeah, warriors clash. On Monday Mayhem, we bring the smash. Crash the ring, hear the battle cry. No retreat and no goodbye. Step aside or stay ashamed. This is Mayhem, this is the game. High energy guitar, so it's a fade out song. Sharks don't hold, pain bows, ground Uno, and they bring flags, pick it, blaze the darks. Steel and sweat in the spotlight's glare, fists fly fast, there's fire in the air. Crowds on edge, if the stakes are high, one wrong move and you kiss in the sky. No calm, no peace, just chaos and pain, chasing glory in a war with no name. The bell don't save you, the ref won't care. At Monday Mayhem, we don't play fair. Turn the lights down low, then hit that flame. The legends rise and blood feels again. Crowds are roaring, fists held tight. Every soul here came to fight. The clock is ticking, no time to pray. It's do or die on a Monday. Trade flash rang, let the madness fly. Heroes fall and titans rise. WWF, where warriors clash. On Monday mayhem, we bring the smash. Crash the ring, hear the battle cry. No retreat and no goodbye. Step inside or stay ashamed. This is mayhem, this is the game. Ropes are shaking, boots hit the floor. Every match like a legend's war. Chokeholds tight and the chants explode. Welcome to the violence code. No scripts, just scars and pride. We write history one suplex at a time. Every Monday, we will raise that flame. This is mayhem, this is fame. Turn the lights down low, then hit that flame. The legends rise and blood fuels a game. Crowds are roaring, fist held tight. Every soul here came to fight. The clock is ticking, no time to play. Do or die on a Monday. Try flash the ring, let the madness fly. Heroes fall and titans rise. WWF, yeah, warriors clash. On Monday mayhem, we bring the smash. Crash the ring, hear the battle cry. No retreat and no goodbye. Step aside or stay ashamed. This is mayhem, this is the game. Higher the guitar, so it's a fade out song.
Shock, stole hold, pain bows, ground Uno and make green flags, pick it, place the darks. Steel and sweat in the spotlight's glare. Fists fly fast, there's fire in the air. Crowds on edge, the stakes are high. One wrong move and you kiss in the sky. No calm, no peace, just chaos and pain. Chasing glory in a war with no name. The bell don't save you, the ref won't care. At Monday mayhem, we don't play fair.
Turn the lights down low, then hit that flame. The legends rise and blood feels again. Crowds are roaring, fists held tight. Every soul here came to fight. The clock is ticking, no time to pray. It's do or die on a Monday. Trade flash rang, let the madness fly. Heroes fall and titans rise. WWF, where warriors clash. On Monday mayhem, we bring the smash. Crash the ring, hear the battle cry. No retreat and no goodbye. Step inside or stay ashamed. This is mayhem, this is the game. Ropes are shaking, boots hit the floor. Every match like a legend's war. Chokeholds tight and the chants explode. Welcome to the violence code. No scripts, just scars and pride. We write history one suplex at a time. Every Monday, we will raise that flame. This is mayhem, this is fame.
Well, well, well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the TWF is proud to bring you its Monday Mayhem Showcase here. We're going to start off with the War of the Europeans here, as we have the Ring Chief himself, Felix Wagner, going to be taking on the legacy member of TWF, Harrison B, in our opening contest here on Mayhem, live in Madison Square Garden. We have a high energy show here tonight. Besides that first match, we're also going to see Alpha Academy take on the returning Emo Boys here. Then we'll see Mateo Vargas and El Vacío challenge. He's going to see El Vacío defend that junior championship here tonight against Mateo Vargas. We'll have to see if he has what it takes to get that win here. We'll see Sandra Sammartino take on Lisa Quinn here in some women's action one-on-one. Then we have Dylan Storm taking on Brandon Galaxy for the World's Television Championship. Dylan Storm finding himself as the Demon Prince here in TWF. Matthew James said he wants that Pure Honor Championship, and ODST Walker is in his corner helping him move up the rankings here in TWF and stay as a top name talent. Then we have Kobe McCarthy and Dylan Parker taking on Meat Mountain for those tag team championships. Jake Saturn is going to be challenging the one and only Warrior of O Block to an O Block deathmatch for that TWF United States Championship. We'll have to see what happens here tonight. And our main event, Garrett Rogers made his return, interrupting the main event match between El Fuego Loco and DeJounte Winters last week, saying that he wants back in that main event scene, and he said he doesn't care how it is. He said if it's a three-way dance, he wants his rematch. And that is our main event here for the evening. So let's get right into it with our first match, the War of the Europeans here. Let's also turn up my light. No, we don't play fair. This is mayhem. This is fun. Let's get our prediction live here, ladies and gentlemen. Who's destined to win here? I'm getting this prediction going right now. Felix Wagner, or will it be the one and only the man that claims to be better than money can buy, Harrison B? We can only find out here as we move on to our first matchup here on Monday Mayhem. Hell yeah, Matthew. What kind of job did you end up getting? Did you start working in kitchens like I did? The Ring Chief coming out in that crimson red here, looking to get that big money feel, that big fight feel, trying to show that he is the king of Monday Mayhem. The Camphor Death Squad following behind them, behind the one and only. The Ring Chief. Washing cars. About got fired today. Damn. You know, car washes are pretty consistent money, though. As long as you live in a warm area. The Camphor Death Squad, led by the Ring Chief Felix Wagner. These men are in for a dynasty, trying to make a dynasty here in TWF, proving that they are some of the best that TWF has to offer, and they're going to be taking on the one and only Harrison B tonight. This is a big money match feel here. These two, TWF could have kept these guys apart for a longer time and put this on a pay-per-view match. But we are giving it away on free Twitch.tv. The hardcore icon Harrison B makes his way to the ring. A man of many talents, a four-time tag team champion, leader of the 2K24 faction, the family business, where his brothers Marco and Bailey B also won the tag team titles 4 more times. Harrison B also a former one-time world heavyweight champion, a former United Kingdoms champion, a hardcore champion, and a one-time junior heavyweight champion. This man has been all over the scene here in TWF. And he's just proven that he's better than money can buy at every situation. Matthew, is that why my tire blew out when I was driving home from work the other day? There's my money. Ain't got your money. Matthew. I need that to drive to work. This match is scheduled for a 60-minute time limit here as the referee calls for it. Harrison B gonna start off swinging for the fences, but the ring chief himself is not gonna be easily taken down. Harrison B in the early starts of this match, though, showing that he's not letting the ring rust get to him. And he slams him down. Two big men here in the TWF just gonna start off this matchup to prove who. Man, does this look choppy to anybody else, or am I just spoiled by my iRacing being 250 frames a second? Well, that's why you also get non-slip shoes. I suggest a pair of Doc Martens. And my Elgato's quit working. What the hell is going on? A quick elbow drop and a second one. Harrison B trying to fight into this. Felix Wagner trying his best to keep the pressure applied, but Harrison B showing why he is claimed to be better than what he can buy right now. A splash here from the corner by Harrison B as he goes down. Felix, though, with a big kick right to the head. Might be the momentum shift, but Harrison B turns the tides, looking like it's a NASCAR track. Hitting the two identical same turns. Felix Wagner with a running knee strike. Shades of Triple H there. The cover now. The crowd here in New York City excited for some TWF action. The knee strike here is Harrison B in control of this matchup over the ring chief Felix Wagner. Wagner trying his damnedest, but Harrison B just keeping the pressure applied. The Camper Death Squad might be keeping their eye on Harrison B going into this. I mean, as long as you have a set schedule, you shouldn't get called in at all. As long as somebody doesn't call out. Also, you know, you could always say, like, hey, I can't come in today. Yeah, oh, that's not your official scheduled time. If anybody tries to pressure you into doing that, be well, I can't physically do that. I already have prior commitments. It's simple. Harrison B on the outside, driving down Felix Wagner as they get to that 9 count. That direct deposit slam by Harrison B on the outside. These two keep fighting on the outside. Oh yeah, no, that's not good. Wagner not looking good as Harrison B has him up. These men fighting around the arena here as Harrison B might be trying to bring him back into the ring. No, I think they're going to be content with fighting to the outside until the referee calls the count out. Harrison B taking the count out. Taking a count out here with Felix Wagner in our first match, a double elimination. These two will definitely be seeing each other again next week. This time up to the fans. These two are gonna run it back next week because we want to see who will actually win between these two. And the Camper Death Squad will be barred from ringside to keep it playing fields fair here, and your choices would be a Falls Count Anywhere match or a steel cage. Those are the rules here in TWF when we get to a count out here. But we're moving on to some tag team actions. Alpha Academy said that they wanted to call out former tag team champions here in the TWF, the Emo Boys, and the Doom Nibis and Mad Dog Miller graciously accepted their challenge here tonight. Returning all channel points because nobody technically won nor lost that matchup. Who's destined to win this one? Alpha Academy or the Emo Boys? My boy Akira Tozawa. Alpha Academy, some TWF faithfuls. Looking to get some big momentum here in the TWF and get a win. Akira Tozawa.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 486 pounds, Akira Tozawa and Otis, the
King Loco last week did get an upset win in a non-title matchup over DeJounte Winters for the World's Heavyweight Champion in a non-title matchup. But as the pinfall happened, we saw Garrett Rogers come out and take them both out and get on that microphone and say he wants his rematch. He doesn't care if he's going to be in a three-way dance. He's making it happen. Making their way to the ring, the inaugural member of the Emo Boys, the captain and center. This man is one of the best drift racers around right now on Twitch.tv. It's the one and only. It's Jonesy42. It's the big salami making his way to the ring, back partnered up with his winger on the ice, Mad Dog Miller.
240 pounds, Daddy. From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 196 pounds.
The Mad Dog Miller. The Emo Boys back in the ring together for the first time as a tag team in almost 8 months, ladies and gentlemen. They have been doing their own things, and Otis starting off hot, trying to take him out, but Doom Nibis showing some beautiful forms of how he used to be. Off the ropes, but Doom Nibis ducks under Otis's lariat as we see the crowd roaring for the Emo Boys reunion here. Alpha Academy's thinking that they had what it takes to beat the Emo Boys, but the Emo Boys are one of the top teams in TWF. Jonesy, the longest reigning United States champion with the most successful title defenses in TWF history. That man defended that United States championship 49 times in a row, ladies and gentlemen. You don't get much better than that. There are legendary runs, but holding the US title successfully for 3 months and defending it twice a week. is a otherworldly offense. The Mad Dog Miller, no slouch either. A former 2-time junior champion, a 1-time television champion, and a former world's heavyweight champion. 49 times defending that U.S. title in a row. Matthew, I've done the math on this. The Jonesy Open U.S. Challenge, the Big Salami Open U.S. Challenge was crazy. He had 40 different people challenge him, and he had right 40 different people, and then that means 9 others challenged twice. This man is a maniac, and though he is no longer using the moniker anymore, he is a former King of the Ring. Doom Nibis is one of the best wrestlers in TWF, hands down. But Otis getting the tag after Doom. Hey, we don't need the 2K24 Jonesy, because you know why we don't need the 2K24 Jonesy, Matthew? I made the 2K24 Jonesy. That's because that's when he was staying in Wyoming, still finishing up his welding program, or his fabrication. But you do welding and fabrication, so that's why I always get it confused. And he couldn't make it, but this year he actually lives back home, and he was able to actually, come over to my house and make it, because he doesn't know WWE. This is how he made his character and how he made it. And he's like, Tyler, just put some cool logos on there. I said, I got you, bro. Mad Dog Miller also, we don't have the same Mad Dog Miller because same situation. He was living about an hour away and we couldn't see each other all the time. And so I'm just like, I'll just make a wrestler that looks like you, bro. And he's like, what do you want his name to be? And he's like, and he used his shoot name, which is crazy. A power bomb by the Mad Dog Miller, and Otis is here to break it up. Yeah, Jonesy went crazy. He's like, wait, he did make it. Okay, Dallas. It was just easier to explain that I was there when he made it, opposed to me making it based off of a picture of Jonesy. Akira Tozawa rolling out of the way of the Mad Dog's big corkscrew moonsault. Although I do plan to actually probably make Alta tires for Jacob and Jonesy, so that way they're in their hockey gear. Tozawa gets punched and falls into the corner as Mad Dog Miller going for a big chop, but Tozawa with the block here and a Hurricanrana here in this matchup. The collar and elbow. The Mad Dog Miller, another sit-out power bomb, just destroying the back of Akira Tozawa. Emo Boys still making fresh tags with each other. Jonesy might have been looking for a springboard, and Mad Dog was just a little too close for him. Asked him to get off. Yeah, and that's exactly what he was looking for. As he went for that springboard drop kick, but no. Tozawa had it scouted, picks him back up, sends him off the ropes, and an elbow strike. Doom Nibis starting to fumble. Will Alpha Academy actually be able to beat the former team of Emo Boys, or will the Emo Boys be able to power through and work as a unit to defeat Alpha Academy? Going for a big punch. And Otis splashing Doom Nibis into the corner. And oh no, he's not thinking about it, is he? Oh, the train is rolling. It's out of the station. The Caterpillar. Doom Nimbus takes a Caterpillar. That might be it. But the Mad Dog Miller's there to break it up, ladies and gentlemen. Jonesy looking for that patented double stomp. But Otis throws him, and a Pop-Tart powerbomb by Otis. And Doom Nimbus digging deep after that Pop-Tart powerbomb. You know Otis is definitely Otis going for another big elbow drop, but this time Jonesy able to roll out of the way. Off the ropes and a drop kick right to the head. In TWF lore, Matthew, you are now being managed by ODST Walker. And that's only because the attire you gave me kind of matches his gear. So it's like, boom, he's just like your manager. Otis showing some technical wrestling prowess on the outside of the ring over Mad Dog Miller here.
Know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni!
Speaking of jabronis, the one and only U.S. champion, the warrior of O-Block, Troy Nolan, is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. He has a match tonight taking on a new face in TWF in an O-Block death match. The sling blade by Mad Dog Miller. It is from Grimm's Toy Show.
I got freaks 9 days out of the week. I can give them, yes, 7 days in a week. Man, you ain't Big Pop. I'm the big bad booty daddy non-stop.
By the way, that's the only thing I liked about Grimm's Toy Show is instead of calling it a pop-up powerbomb, he called it a Pop-Tart powerbomb. And it's like, okay, that was kind of clip. That was funny. And that really works for if any bigger guys do it, like Otis. I could just call it a Pop-Tart powerbomb instead of a pop-up powerbomb. Dallas catching the Grimm's Toy Show reference is crazy, by the way. A powerbomb. You'll see, because the Puff Lord himself. Oh, why do you think it's called an O-Block deathmatch tonight? When this newcomer here said that he wants to face the U.S. champion, and I said, I will grant you that, but he has one request when he faces somebody that he has no prior experience with. He wants it to the death. Mad Dog Miller going for a roll-up. Referee's not going to call a rope break as Otis is definitely in the ropes, though. And the Emo Boys steal a win over Alpha Academy here tonight. Like a towel up and down this arena. The rules in an O-Block deathmatch are simple. There are no rules except for pinfalls and submissions happen in the ring. Inside those ropes is where where that match will end. But they can take it up and down. They can take it everywhere. They can take it backstage. They can take it up to Main Street. The Pop-Tart powerbomb onto Jonesy here after Otis sidesteps that hit the Jonesy patented double stomp. What a matchup here between these two teams. Just truly showing Emo Boys haven't lost a step in tag team competition here.
Here are your winners, Daddy
The Mad Dog Miller and Doom Nibis looking happy about their win together, showing that they haven't missed a beat working together in the ring. What a big win here. We're gonna move into our next matchup though, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a prediction going for the TWF Junior Championship. Will it be Mateo Vargas or El Vacío here tonight in this matchup for the TWF Junior Championship? El Vacío is currently the longest reigning junior champion in 2K25's season. We'll have to see if anybody's gonna be able to match his freak. Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match? Yeah, okay, I'm done.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's the Junior Heavyweights World Championship.
The Latin Wonder Kid makes his way to the ring, a former four-time junior champion in the 24 season. He said he hopes to replicate some of that here tonight. There are currently 2,000 channel points on El Vacío here to win, and it looks like there's 60 on Mateo Vargas, bet by Pufflord. The champion with a 2,000 channel point ain't. People believe that the champion's going to retain here tonight on Mayhem, but the Latin Wonder Kid does have a lot of experience on his side. He's fresh and rested up here in TWF, and he's been watching the product along closely, knowing where these guys lie, and he might know the weaknesses and amaze us here tonight with his wonderful wrestling prowess. El Vacío making his way to the ring here. The current junior champion of TWF, looking to make a name for himself and continue defending that title here. Proving that he has what it takes to be one of the top comers and biggest names in TWF. The TWF Junior Championship getting a revamp this season, looking excellently crafted here. It showcases a big personality for such a small person. This TWF TV Junior Championship match is on the way here.
Introducing the challenger from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, weighing in at 200 pounds, Matt V.
Mateo Vargas, one of the best high flyers we have in TWF, and he is back looking across the ring in a familiar place. He's won this belt multiple times. He knows what it takes to be that junior champion. El Vacío standing in that champion's red corner here tonight, wearing a red and white attire here with some cyan. We'll see the Gucci'd out Mateo Vargas standing in that blue champion's corner to start this matchup here as the referee holds the title high above his head in this matchup. TWF rules are in effect here. 20 counts and are in effect with a 60-minute time limit. We are looking to see a finish and a conclusion to this matchup as we see El Vacío not expecting that and takes a Hurricanrana right off the start and a springboard Phoenix Splash. We're going to see the cover here on the junior champion. El Vacío is able to kick out at one as Mateo Vargas telling him to get up quickly. Goes for a step off, senton off of his back, but able to roll out of the way is El Vacío and take control of this matchup now. Nobody else bet on Mateo Vargas here. As the action spills to the outside of the ring, the referee is going to start their count. Vargas taking some time fighting El Vacío here, slamming him down on the ground and yet again taking him down. TWF Monday Mayhem is brought to you by Twitch.tv and Tagged Up Tyler, hosted here every Monday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Springboard Asai moonsault and only a 1 count as these two trading pins back and forth, showing that they have dominant and quick skills, but they're both going to be facing speed against speed. So this is going to be a match of dexterity here, ladies and gentlemen, as El Vacío brings him up for a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. The knee strike brought up by Mateo Vargas as he hops back into the ring. The collar and elbow tie up as he sends him off the ropes now. A drop down by Vargas and a leapfrog. Going for a double kick, but El Vacío grabbing one of the legs and making Vargas staggered. But Vargas still fighting up and trying to keep the pressure applied on El Vacío, the junior champion here. TWF is also brought to you by Tagged Up Racing. See some of the sickest races happening on the oval and some road courses only on Tagged Up Tyler. The big power bomb. The cover here by El Vacío going for that springboard, but unsuccessful. Mateo Vargas went for that move earlier and El Vacío was able to roll out of it, but now he's able to get it quickly here. The quick springboard, but we see him roll out of the way as Vargas is up quickly, send him off the ropes, and a drop down of his own. He will leapfrog over Vargas as Vargas runs right into his Hurricanrana and he's slammed quickly to the mat. These two are fighting, jockeying for position, trying to be known as that junior champion. As El Vacío proving that he has that athleticism here. Vargas showing that he's been to the dance before and he knows how to win this fight. The crowd here in New York City wants these two to fight forever. But alas, that springboard acai moonsault is the one that is going to give El Vacío the win. These two putting the pedal to the gas right away here, just going fast. These men were flying around that ring just trying to keep each other down for a 3, where ultimately we saw El Vacío win it. A handspring Pele kick wasn't enough to get the win there, but what a match it was, Matthew James. The crowd in New York City ecstatic over that one. The Madison Square Garden crowd is on fire. I mean, bad luck, Mario. That's all I could honestly say. Mateo Vargas is at a 90 overall, and El Vacío is at a 91 since he's the junior champion. It is very unfortunate that Vargas does keep the team losing, though. Sandra Sammartino and Lisa Quinn one-on-one here, ladies and gentlemen. In our next match. Prediction going live as this next match starting up here, and these ladies are getting ready to come to the ring. Sandra Sammartino, a former U.S. Women's Champion, looking to get her shot here and make her name known. She wants to be known as that Women's U.S. Champion, but she wants to mount a couple wins here first. So she asked Commissioner Cactus if she can face Lisa Quinn here tonight. We'll have to see if she can get that win, or will Lisa Quinn walk away with that win here tonight. Sandra Sammartino, the inaugural Women's U.S. Champion here in TWF. No one will survive. Matthew James' old theme is here. Yeah, somebody else uses that song now to win. Yeah. As this match is getting started here, Sandra Sammartino and Lisa Quinn both quickly walking up to each other. Lisa Quinn going for a quick roll-up, trying to get the win over Sandra Sammartino here in the early goings of this contest. Everybody loves that song, and just in my brain, that'll always be the Matthew James theme song, because that's the one that you had when you joined TWF. Sammartino holding the hammerlock currently, and a leg sweep takedown on Lisa Quinn, showcasing that strength over Quinn. Going for the cover though. A 2 count. There's a Harrison B sign still in the crowd here tonight, as Harrison B did compete in an earlier match. A Chaos Club sign. We haven't seen any members of Chaos Club on TWF TV in months. Sammartino breaking the hold as Quinn playing a little dirty against Sammartino, but Sammartino immediately with a Northern Lights suplex taking down Quinn. Lisa Quinn taking the fight to the outside as the referee continues the count here, restarting now as both ladies are outside. Quinn gonna get back into the ring as the referee wants them back in. She's heading up top, and Sammartino going to block her up the top and give her the Ric Flair deadly dive spot. Going for the cover, thinking that's gonna be enough to put her away. Will that be enough? San Martino with a stiff thrust kick right into the chest of Quinn as she goes up to the top rope. Might be looking for an axe handle, but Quinn running right at her. San Martino spotted that, and so she got off the top knowing that she was going to be in danger. Bro, Mario's right, bro. That iRacing stuff is chaos. Sure, it's just us going in circles, but think about it this way. I might be, 90% of the time, I'm the only competent driver. An electric chair front face slam by San Martino, but Lisa Quinn immediately with a leg sweep takedown, trying to stomp on the legs and worked over the larger opponent here. Uh-oh, the rest of the week off. San Martino losing it very quickly here to Lisa Quinn, not getting that win that she was so hopeful of getting here tonight. I also fuck with a lot of the people that I'm driving with. I just say some really crazy shit to them, like, all right, guys, you know, you can't just fuck your sister to win the race.
Here is your winner, Lisa Quinn.
Lisa Quinn with a win over Sandra San Martino. Celebrating here and shouting that she is coming for that title. We'll have to see what happens next here, ladies and gentlemen, in the ladies division. As we move on, though, we're going to see Dylan Storm in action here. The Demon Prince takes on a longtime rival, the King of the Galaxy, Brandon Galaxy. A match of heaven and hell, some might say. A man from out of this world taking a man from the center of. We'll have to see how this one plays out as we get our prediction going, though. We're also going to take a quick ad break because I think our now we're good. We're actually good on. We should be good. Get your channel points ready to go in. TV title on the line. Dylan Storm wants his TV championship back, but Brandon Galaxy wants to hold on to it. Prediction going live. Dylan Storm and Brandon Galaxy, two longtime members of the TWF locker room. Dylan Storm, though, having quite the resume over Galaxy. Galaxy is a former one-time World Heavyweight Champion here in TWF, but Dylan Storm, a 7-time World's Heavyweight Champion. I feel that I typically work nights, so I either stream late night, like, you know, 9 p.m. like 9 p.m. or later, or I stream early in the morning, like 9 in the morning to 3 p.m. Dylan Storm looking incredibly different from the last time we've seen him. No longer the villain, he's the Demon Prince. The Synthwave Cowboy coming in, a man who helped train El Vacío, would be pleased to hear that he did defend his junior championship here tonight against Mateo Vargas. How you doing, Cowboy? The king of the galaxy, Brandon Galaxy, makes his way to the ring, holding that championship over his head. That's all good, bro. I'm just glad you're here. You're here in the first place. You know what, though? You might have quite the challenge ahead of you as you are defending your Pure Honor Championship here tonight. Brandon Galaxy holding that beautiful television championship. These two have faced each other numerous times as Brandon Galaxy did lose that World's Championship to Dylan Storm. Brandon Galaxy uses that. Lisa Quinn uses the No One Will Survive. TWF Television Championship on the line here. Dylan Storm, a man who is honestly one of the biggest stars in TWF, winning that World's Heavyweight Championship 7 times, a 6-time US champion. He sets his sights on these lower prizes as he said he wants to elevate their status and make them grander.
And his opponent, from out of this world, weighing in at 205 pounds, the world's television light heavyweight champion, Brandon Galaxy.
Brandon Galaxy. It's cool seeing TWF recognize the territorial jobbers. Dylan Storm getting laser removal surgery to remove all of his tattoos. That must have been very painful in our off season. Holy hell. But man, is he a blank canvas ready to write new stories here in TWF. You didn't miss your tag match. For the tag team titles, that hasn't happened yet. That's later in the show. The first tag match was Alpha Academy and it was Alpha Academy and the Emo Boys returning, making their return to the tag team division. Glad Blake, you were here at the start of the stream as well, so like I get it. Sometimes sometimes that 5G just don't be working, bro. Dylan Storm sending Brandon Galaxy to the outside here as we see Galaxy pulling himself up. Dylan Storm looking to a tope senton over the top rope. The Demon Prince showing why he is one of the best wrestlers in TWF history here against Brandon Galaxy. But Brandon Galaxy no slouch in the TWF ring. A former world's champion, a 4-time junior champion, and now a 2-time television champion. This man is all over those lower scenes in the TWF and for those lower weight classes. Television title isn't about no lower weight classes though. It is about how you interact as a newcomer into the TWF. As Brandon Galaxy fighting his damnedest. Brandon Galaxy, friend of the stream. Typically you might see us play some games with him from time to time, but he's a busy man outside of that. I miss Bistro. Dylan Storm falling straight on his face as Brandon Galaxy with that front facing suplex. He pulls him up and he tells him to get up as he goes to the outside here and goes for a flying forearm soaring to the Galaxy. I miss Bistro as well. I just know he's a busy man. And he's always playing Rainbow Six Siege, bro, whenever I try to get him to play games. And it's like, I'm just not gonna go play Siege. I don't like Siege. Brandon Galaxy, you might have been watching some Braun Breaker strats there as he built a head of steam running around the outside there just to deliver that big senton. As Dylan Storm sends him to the outside here. Galaxy not looking good on the outside of the ring here. Dylan Storm might bite him in the ass as he's sitting in the corner, but oh, Galaxy missing the kick. Let's go, the big man himself. Harrison, you were in their opening match. Matthew, if you have a decent job that gives you decent money, keep your head down and keep your nose to the grindstone. Just... I understand. Harrison, I appreciate you either way. I understand. I haven't been running I took a small hiatus from TWF anyway, and this is only the second week back. We only do Monday Mayhems anymore. It's at 5 p.m. I know these are late for you, so I will try to have you in the first couple matches, just so that way you can, if you are able to pop in, you can see them. You know, we're always saying how much we miss you in chat, man. And we always hope that you're doing well, because you're one of the OGs. And Dylan Storm with a super kick on the Brandon Galaxy, trying to get the win here. And Dylan Storm, a now 2-time television champion here in the TWF. Dylan Storm with a big win. Harrison, you gotta check out some of the racing. Jonesy's got me to play. It gets me to come do Assetto Corsa races, and I'm trying to get him to. I want to do MX5 road course racing with, and get him to do iRacing with me. I'm also trying to buy a Moza wheel. My main stuff is probably iRacing. We do TWF on Mondays. I'm trying to do Minecraft more, but iRacing is just a lot of fun. That's not you losing. Sure, why do you guys keep coming back thinking you're losing? Brandon Galaxy lost.
Here is your winner, and
No, y'all keep coming back thinking you missed your matches or something. Jabronis? The Demon Prince Dylan Storm with a big win here, though, solidifying his name in the history books as a 2-time television champion. And this time he said he's gonna write history a little different. Up next, a big matchup here, as it's a pure honor matchup. 2 out of 3 falls. Matthew James versus Jacob Morrison for that pure honor championship. We'll have to see who will take the win here. We have a couple more matches, as we're not gonna roll into our extra long stream here tonight and do multiple matches, but I plan to do those more often, where we have, we do like 14. So as the first half of our show wraps up, let's do a quick rundown. We saw a double countout between Felix Wagner and Harrison B, both going at it. The Camper Death Squad will be barred from ringside. We will decide in Discord what these two stipulations shall be. Shall it be a Falls Count Anywhere, or shall it be a steel cage match? we saw Alpha Academy take on the Emo Boys as Jonesy and the Mad Dog Miller teamed together. Harrison B, you getting us started with what? I'm letting the dogs out. We have to. I just made the list, boys.
You just made the list!
There it is. I forgot. I forgot that. People only gift subs, bro. They never buy subs for themselves. Dallas BB using his Prime subscription, but for some reason Dallas's Prime doesn't ever pop up as you just made the list. Emo Boys back in tag team competition, though. We saw Mateo Vargas challenge El Vacío for the Junior Heavyweight Championship here in TWF, where El Vacío successfully defended his Junior Championship. Sandra San Martino lost to Lisa Quinn in a one-on-one matchup here. Brandon Galaxy was unable to defend his television championship to Dylan Storm, as Dylan Storm said he's ready to write history. Bro, that's crazy work. I just had my affiliates, one of your affiliate stream. As we are all caught up, though, on TWF lore here. Let's see what's going on between Matthew James and Jacob Morrison, the longest reigning Pure Honor champion in TWF history, as ODSP Walker got this match, pulled some strings and got this match arranged here. He said Matthew is he's a returning client to TWF multiple times, and you know that this man has what it takes to be the Pure Honor champion. And the Cactus said, I will give him the opportunity. Hey, yo, wait a minute. There we go. Let's get our prediction going, ladies and gentlemen, because ad break is going on right now, and I don't want anybody to lose any of that precious TWF momentum. TWF Pure Honor title match going on the line here is Matthew James Jacob Morrison and Jack L are right next to each other. I almost clicked Jack L. Matthew James is also the man who sets records, though. Let that be known. So he can't be the man who keeps writing history and the man who keeps. Only victors get to set that honor. This best 2 out of 3 falls matchup is about to go down here, ladies and gentlemen, as guys, we're back from our ad break, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Morrison has 100 tokens bet on him. Matthew James not gonna bet any of his tokens on himself. What a weenie. The Pure Honor Champion's got this in the bag. There's 9,000 tokens now on Jacob Morrison. Alright, Dallas. Bye. Not tonight, Mario. I've been in many wars you can think of, so it's time for your chapter to end and a new one to begin. Hell yeah, Dali. Appreciate you, buddy. I wanted to try to get one of everybody's characters in tonight, as well as the world champion. I tried to get everybody in at least once, at least active, active viewers. People like Big Red Benson and Brandon Galaxy. I'm glad that I need to try to get the title off of Big Red Benson. As much as I like the character, I know he doesn't show up to stream, and he's my friend, but I feel like I'm also allowed to have my own personal roster, though, of people I can keep, which are typically just like my friends. Like my friends that I play video games with. And it's like, oh yeah, I know you guys don't show up to stream. I know that, like my buddy, like Mad Dog Miller is another example. I love that dude, but he also lives in Florida now. I don't get to hang out with him too often. He's on a completely different work schedule than I am. I did forget that. Jacob Morrison making his way to the ring. 7,000 bet on Matthew James. There's some big stakes on the line here. We're also going to we're going to do a poll here. I wasn't going to do the intermission card, but we could do a 2-for-1 special. We have 10 minutes on a poll, you guys. If you want to vote on this poll, we'll decide if we have more than 9 matches here tonight.
Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 245 pounds, Matthew James. And his opponent from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 242 pounds.
But shout out to Harrison B for resubscribing with his Prime subscription. Jacob Morrison wants to have this to be a honorable and pure match, all about wrestling, best 2 out of 3 falls. These two, Matthew James, knowing that he's one of the best to do it in the ring, is going to be challenging for that Pure Honor Championship and trying to prove that he is the man. But Jacob Morrison, like he said, Daddy-o, you're going to have to pry that belt off of him with 2 pinfalls in the same matchup. 60-minute time limit underway as the referee calls for the bell as Morrison starts off quickly, taking him out of this world with a Guadalajara cutter. But Matthew James kicking out quickly. A springboard Asai moonsault from the bottom rope. Matthew James up quickly though. The Guadalajara cutter out of nowhere just to start this matchup by Morrison is a very unique opportunity. Matthew James has got to be shook and right to his core as Morrison, he's fighting an uphill battle now. The sunset flip powerbomb taking him down. The current Pure Honor champion, Kate, breaking him out of... Oh, and hits him with that code breaker. Shades of Chris Jericho there. And another springboard outside moonsault. Walker watching his client here. Trying to get people on the just cheering for Matthew James here. This current poll is we're currently at 4, and we have 4 for yes and 4 for no. We want more iRacing. So, I mean, if the fans vote for more, we need to have a greater amount in that poll, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew James, I thought he was going to be picking him up. Shades of Garrett Rogers looking to get that pinfall with the powerbomb with that bridge. Referee only getting a 2 count here as Morrison showing why he's one of the best to do it and hold this Pure Honor Championship for so long. I just don't really have anything figured out what to do for it. Matthew's been man, I think Dylan Storm might have a word with you about who's been carrying the company. These men are going to argue back and forth till the cows come home, and Jacob Morrison might be able to take advantage while he's thinking about while Matthew James is just thinking about how great he is. A big Hurricanrana taking down Morrison. And Matthew James taking a moment to taunt and gives Morrison that ample time to hit that beautiful Morrison might be trying to get a count out for the first one here, taking on Matthew James. But no, he's showing the honor here, the Pure Honor Championship, really bringing out the best of the best here in TWF. I think the roster page is still on the Discord, Mario. I feel like a lot of these are pretty updated, at least. If anybody has a couple ideas, I'm okay with running a couple matches back. People who had title matches and lost tonight, no. Well, I don't want to make the roster page. Morrison dodging out of the way of Matthew James's punch here. Neither one has a pinfall over submission over each other here. man with the ready to do the most harm. You can sit in your ways, but your days are numbered, and I'm this company. I will always carry it on my back, Daddy-O. These two arguing with each other mid-match, cutting one of the most emotional, having probably one of the most emotional and heated matches. Friends outside the ring, but for this title, they said it's all off. They want that title more than they want that friendship. And the drop kick. Matthew James trying to take advantage here, but Morrison using his wits about him and rolls to the outside. Matthew James not going to give him any chances. And, right into Morrison's chat wrap as he is right there ready for that sliced bread. And he takes another Guadalajara cutter on the outside. Matthew James is not looking good here. Morrison missing it, the tope atomico. Matthew James was just a little too far in the center of the ring. But he says that's okay as he puts him ready for it. Oh, it looks like he was going for it on Prettier Bulldog, but Matthew James looks like he was able to slip out of it. Fighting this uphill battle, he really wants this. Morrison slightly far enough back, missing the springboard offside moonsault by a... Oh. Into the corner now. These two men giving it all they have here, putting on a masterclass in TWF as Morrison fighting Matthew James as he's trying. What are they going for here? What is he going to do here? Is this going to be a sunset flip powerbomb from the top, from Brett's rope? Oh my, it might be. Oh my god, it's a poison rana as he takes Matthew James down. What a crazy high spot in this match. And Morrison doesn't even go for the cover there because he knows that's not enough to put away Matthew James. He really wants that tope atomico though, and it does not work. Double arm stomp. Morrison and Matthew James both fighting valiantly. Burning 8 minutes on this 60-minute clock. Walker trying to get the fans rallying behind Matthew James here, but everybody might be rallying behind the enigma known as Jacob Morrison. The fans are behind him, Daddy-O. The fans are behind Matthew James as they want to see a great match here as Matthew James hits that Superman punch. Morrison goes for a lariat, but no! A spear as Matthew James bounces off the rope. Will that be enough to get the first pinfall of the match? That's the first pinfall. As Morrison fighting the uphill battle now. A super kick by Matthew James. Might be looking to end it here. What a match. Going back and forth. Should have paid off the refs, Daddy-O. As Matthew James Matthew fighting valiantly, keeping up as the Guadalajara cutter. Both times looked like Matthew was totally out of it. Morrison could have definitely gotten a pinfall there and put Matthew on his back foot, but instead this is what really did it for him. The Superman punch into that corner and a spear after ducking it. Nothing was left.
champion, Matthew James.
Matthew James celebrating with that Pure Honor Championship, a first time he's ever held that title here in TWF, winning a best 2 out of 3 falls match. And what is this for disrespect being shown by Matthew James with the Pure Honor Championship, just swaying it around like he's helicoptering his wiener? What the hell? There was a Vulpix? What? As we move on, Queen's Bloodline taking on Meat Mountain. World champion in Meat Mountain's corner, hoping that they can keep their titles here. Boo! We need more Jacob Morrison. Boo! By the way, guys, I forgot to mention that the stream is, in fact, brought to you by where is it? I guess I'll just make a new one. The stream is brought to you by DC Dark Legion. If you guys want to install the game and help Tagged Up Tyler grow as a streamer, we can all work together. It's a free game. Downloading it with my code, you do. What's the Stream Elements code for it? I know the Stream Elements keeps popping it up saying DC Dark Legion, Legion. And use the gift code DCDL999 to get in-game rewards, guys. If we all download it, we could all help out Tagged Up Tyler make a little bit of money and keep TWF and the streaming dream afloat. But until then, TWF is also brought to you in part by you, the viewers. It's important that you guys show up and make time for TWF so that way we can keep doing these fun shows. As TWF gets rolling on to our next match, Meat Mountain. Let's TWF tag team titles. The Queen Bloodline Meat Mountain. I'm pretty sure I spelled mountain wrong, but the man Jacob Morrison has have my word, says Matthew James. Why did halfway through the show all of them start going to no? That's really dumb. Like Lopatica, Mystico. The Tijuana World Order, the TWO has moved over from the Thunder World Order to its head base is in Tijuana. Holy. making their way to the ring. It's Kobe McCarthy, part of the Queen's bloodline. I do want some. I want it all. I want it all. Yeah, 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 yeah. Dylan Parker, Kobe McCarthy's cousin, making his way to the ring here, ready for this tag team matchup against Meat Mountain. Tag team titles on the line. The Queen's bloodline taking separate entrances instead of now we see the Golden City making their way to the ring with world champion DeJounte Winters. The Golden Vision here tonight being led by well, Mr. Morrison, I may not be able to just put you in strictly death matches, but how about we throw you into that Lights Out title division and see how you hang in some Lights Out title matches? Because those hombres hanging out over there doing those matches are some tough SOBs. The TWF Tag Team titles on the line here in this episode of Monday Mayhem. Meat Mountain ready to defend those titles. This will be their fourth tag team title defense. They defended twice against Truth and Consequences, and Truth and Consequences wasn't able to get the job done against Meat Mountain.
The Tag Team Heavyweight Championship! Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 433 pounds. And Dylan Parker, the Bloodline. And their opponents at a combined weight of 580 pounds. The Beast, Tyson Briggs, and the Technician, Nathan Hammer Stone.
We see these two teams fighting and jockeying for position here. We see the tag made as Meat Mountain and, oh no, the Queen's Bloodline trying to double team Tyreek here. Collar and elbow. As Dylan Parker hits him in the back, but sends him into the corner. Deontay Winters watching as Winters watching as Nathan Hammerstone flies through the air. This man is these teams fighting for position here. Tyreek telling him to suck his dick as he hits him with the elbow right across the head. Can't deny Matthew, and I can't wait for our future battle until that. I think that the stakes have been raised for the return match between Matthew James and the diving knee strike. Leg sweep. Collar and elbow tie up. Sends him into the corner now. And a big elbow strike. Going for the Triple H knee strike now. Dylan Parker makes his tag to his cousin Kobe McCarthy as Nathan Hammerstone is in here, and a big double arm shoulder tackle, making sure that but he's in between in a rock on a hard place. I thought he almost was going to hit the ref with that cutter from the top rope. Hammerstone, a man of that size with the agility that he has, is deadly. They're currently facing the Queen's bloodline, Kobe McCarthy and Dylan Parker. Hammerstone trying to choke out McCarthy. Another pop-up power bomb seen here tonight. Hammerstone just mutilating Kobe McCarthy here. Going for that forearm, but McCarthy dodging under it, and a springboard dropkick taking down Hammerstone. Hammerstone trying to be and retain these tag team titles with his tag team partner from down under, Tyreek Bowens. McCarthy with a head of steam and a forearm to Hammerstone into the corner, and now he's boot washing him in the just right in the face. The disrespect, and he gets a head of steam and another one. He could have definitely stopped that one with a big punch right to the face, stopped that head of steam. DeJounte is even saying something. DDT here. Tyreek saving his partner immediately, not going to allow those tag team titles to fall quickly. As we see Hammerstone picked up. Oh no. Oh, I thought it was going to be a go to sleep. There was a sign that says you have 3 minutes. But Tyreek is tagged in as Dylan Parker is tagged in. A forearm. He keeps up. Trying to hold him down for the pin. Tyreek is able to kick out just. Diving from Brett's rope, turning around, Dylan Parker turning around, and oh, Hammerstone laying a big punch right into the face. And oh, Dylan Parker not happy and thrilled about that, but Hammerstone dropping him across the ropes. They're taking some time to breathe on the outside, and oh, a shoulder tackle taking him out now. Powerbomb taking him down. Going for a senton that would have crushed Dylan Parker. We see him roll out of the way as Tyreek is getting up now, but he shows that prowess as he gets and blocks that punch. A big lariat taking him down.
Chance of winning. If we used to go one-on-one and then add 66 and 2/3%, I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning.
Sending him off the ropes now. And a big forearm. Kipping back up and going for the cover now. Will this be enough to put away Meat Mountain? That's rough. And thanks for playing the blurb of Math Lesson. The Queen's Bloodline giving it a win here. Able to Jacoby McCarthy and Dylan Parker winning the tag team titles from Meat Mountain. The crowd here getting excited over that match. TWF. TWF, TWF. What's in it for me? Let's take Matthew James to the penis exploding room and explode his penis immediately if he doesn't join the TO1 or World Order. That's what's in it for you. The Queen's Bloodline winning the titles here. Jake Saturn going to be taking on Troy Nolan here. Is he demanded a match against the TWF US champion here in his debut on TWF. I don't even know where Jake Saturn is. Where's Whitehawk? I believe that's who this is. Marks in the crowd, who may be the best wrestler, but we can turn best superstar ever. Promos out up the ass, interviews and talk shows. We have the connections. There we go. As this next match is getting ready to go here, ladies and gentlemen.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the Action Championship.
Even though we saw a brutal match between Morrison and the one and only Matthew James, where Morrison lost the title, they shake hands, showing the honor, and they form. They're trying to reform the TWO. This time, the Tijuana World Order. Making his debut to TWF, demanding a match against the U.S. champion, Jake Saturn. But he's gonna have to go up against the Warrior of O-Block in an O-Block death match. So he's not even gonna bet on himself? What a jabroni. Somebody has to let ODST Walker know that he has to brush up on his Spanish. As Jake Saturn trying to challenge Doom Nibis and Mad Dog Miller for who has the longest fucking entrance. The current US champion making his way to the ring here. The man from O-Block himself, Troy Nolan. The O-Block Warrior looking to be and defend that US title here tonight. And in his contract stipulation, he said if he is ever abruptly challenged to a title match, he gets an O-Block death match. He said it's only fair because he wants that home ground advantage because he didn't get time to prepare for the match itself. And the Cactus said that's okay, and he signed on the dotted line for that one. Jacob Morrison trying to prove that TWF and the TWO is going to revolutionize wrestling. We'll have to see if those words ring true here. Jake Saturn here in Challenger's Corner here, challenging for his first ever title here in TWF. First match. What a match it can be.
Champion, Platinum
Troy Nolan looking to get a successful title defense here tonight. Title raised right above his head. They are ready to defend, ready to get this on in this O Block death match. Falls count in the center of the ring here. I believe his name was Whitehawk, and you know, I told him I'd get him in on the next show, but he's just not here. Guess he forgot about TWF running on Mondays, and he probably joined another EFED, just like everybody seems to do. Everybody forgets that that they join an EFED, and they just go join another one, and then they end up in 35 EFEDs. You see Jake Saturn getting the knees up quickly as we see Huff Lord trying to fight valiantly and defend that US Championship. Don't tune the dials anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We have a couple more matches after our intermission. The plunder is being pulled out. This is what the O Block deathmatch is all about here, ladies and gentlemen. Using whatever you can find in that arena to get the advantage. The crowd saying that they want tables. A big choke slam as we see Nolan looking for some more plunder in the sledgehammer. Oh god, he's gonna destroy this man's wiener, and he hits him right in the dick with it. The cover here. Man, who would have thought that the guy who doesn't show up to stream ends up becoming a jobber immediately after joining TWF?
Here is your winner, and still
I mean, the O Block Warrior proving that you don't fucking mess with him. And the referee doesn't even want to. He was gonna raise his hand. He's like, I'll do it myself. I'm him. The O Block Warrior, Troy Nolan, defeating Jake Saturn here tonight. I think his name is Whitehawk. I had like 4 people to try to join TWF, and they haven't been back since, you know, I told them TWF is once a week. They didn't even join the Discord, so guess we have some new jabronis joining TWF. What up, Richard? Hey, guess what? Your sister got a win over Sandra Sammartino tonight. Before we get to our main event, before our quick intermission, and we get to the second half of our card, we had, let's go through a rundown. We had a double count out between Felix Wagner and Harrison B, which nobody said if they wanted it to be a falls count anywhere or a steel cage, so we're making it a steel cage match as TWF lore. Is Lisa Quinn not the character that's based off your sister? I know she's your character. You made her. We saw Dylan Storm win that television championship. Max Mason. Okay. I know this is your character. There's a Chaos Club attire for it. Matthew James won the Pure Honor Championship. Queen's Bloodline won the tag team titles. Troy Nolan just completely curb stomped Jake Saturn. I guess he's a jabroni now. I assumed wrong, my bad. And our main event before we have our short intermission, a TWF 3-way dance. King Loco, DeJounte Winters, and Garrett Rogers. Garrett Rogers demanding this match as his rematch clause. To make it interesting, Loco still hasn't got his fair shot at the one-on-one shot against DeJounte Winters. 3-way dance rules here. Fucking oh my god, I just started it again. I did it twice in a row. There we go. Yeah, it's been a while. They're on a one-night basis contract here to see if they are good enough to make it to TWF for full time. We'll have to see them in action later tonight. That's when TWF goes dark. TWF Late Night Slams on Mayhem. But first we have a 3-way dance. Let's get our prediction up for the World Championship. The World Champion, DJ Winters. Garrett Rogers losing that title in a Hell in a Cell. A lot of things are always happening IRL, man.
It is a triple threat Extreme Rules match. Pro Wrestling World's Heavyweight Championship.
What the hell? That's what I'm about to do. And then you know Charmel will be fucking pissed as hell when he does that. King Loco making his way to the ring. Winning the TWF King of the Ring tournament. He still hasn't gotten his one-on-one shot for that World's Championship. He's had some one-on-one, non-title one-on-ones here on Mayhem. But he hasn't had a fair one-on-one match. Nobody in the corners. Garrett Rogers interrupted their match after he got the win on DJ Winters last week on Mayhem and demanded this 3-way dance. And Loco said, "You know what? I don't care anymore. Give me the fucking. I'm in. I don't care. I'm all in. I'm the king of this bitch, baby." He said it in Spanish, so I'm paraphrasing. Garrett Rogers making his way to the ring here. Making his debut making his return back in Chicago after a long absence away. Garrett Rogers is back here in the TWF and he demands that shot at that world title after losing it. He said he wants DJ Winters one-on-one, but he will take it in a three-way dance because he knows he's that damn good. Garrett Rogers is fired up for this matchup. A 5-time World's Heavyweight Champion. He knows what it takes. He was only 7 days away from beating the longest reign in TWF history of Matthew James's 4-month long reign in 14 days. Loco did win King of the Ring. And before TWF had a short hiatus, we saw Garrett Rogers lose his world championship to this man here, DeJounte Winters. The world heavyweight champion beating Garrett Rogers in his own game in that Hell in a Cell. Garrett wants it back, and he wants that title once again. DeJounte Winters not even bringing Meat Mountain out with him, saying that he sees the vision without them. He said that he has that title around his shoulder for a reason, because he was able to one-up Garrett Rogers. But DJ Winters has never competed in a three-way dance, ladies and gentlemen, as we have an ad about to start. Oh god. Well, let's get that ad over with. DJ Winters fired up here in New York City, ready to defend that title. Three-way dance rules, so he has to be pinned to be eliminated here in this matchup. The TWF World's Heavyweight Championship on the line. The beautiful, beautiful 10 pounds of gold around DJ Winters' shoulder right now is the referee, Garrett Rogers, the man in the middle here of this feud. Loco will be in the challenger's corner. Garrett Rogers will be standing in that Twitch chat corner, and we have DJ Winters, the current champion, standing in challenger's red corner. DJ immediately started with a knee strike to his rival. Will this be enough to eliminate Rogers from the contest right away? A kick out? No. Loco now taking his attack right to the champion. A Loco driver. Will this be enough to put away Winters? Winters is able to kick out once again as we go to the view from above champion's corner. Garrett Rogers arm bar and keeps working over the arm, trying to weaken Loco's arm. See, if I was Rogers, I would be focusing on Winters, the man who beat him for that championship, instead of focusing on the man in his rear view. He knows that he's in his rear view and he's in front of him. And TWF doesn't want the TWF officials. Oh, a running Claymore by Rogers. That might put DeJounte Winters out of this matchup. But he digs deep and kicks out. The madness is running deep for Rogers as he's going to the outside. Going for a double foot stomp. Going for the belly to back suplex is Loco onto that steel chair, but no, he is able to kick out. The action kicked off intensely. Everybody's hitting their finishes in the start of this one. Rogers with a running single leg drop kick. Loco with a Loco driver, and TJ Winters just hitting his own as well. These guys are, oh, Garrett Rogers picks him up and sit out power bomb, a thunder bomb, a sit out thunder bomb by Thunderbolt Rogers. Rogers toned up since the last time we've seen him in TWF. Sporting a new tattoo as well. Loco dodging out of that table shot, but a ripcord or a rebound lariat or leg lariat as DJ Winters grabbing an urn for some reason. That table is falling on top of Rogers. Oh, Loco just takes an urn to the face. And your grandma's dead. That's basically what he said. A Loco right there. Garrett Rogers and DeJounte Winters double teaming on Loco here. Rogers gonna watch as Loco kicks out at a 1 count. Rogers rolling out of the way smartly. Loco though able to get the reversal and send Rogers into that barricade as he bounces off of it. He's feeling the fire here in the crowd is feeding behind Loco. Chat, everybody in the arena is electric for this. Oh my god, Rogers lights the table on fire here in Madison Square Garden, and the crowd is going insane. Rogers couldn't give the fans what they wanted, a flaming table spot, as the table collapsed and the flames went out. Probably best because Madison Square Garden could have went up in flames here. Loco trying to slice Garrett Rogers' bread and take him out. Oh my god, will that be enough? He's on the chair. But Rogers kicking out because he has that dog in him. A roll up on Loco by DJ Winters. And Winters takes a drop kick by Rogers and a stiff kick by Loco as he a leg sweep takedown, a super kick. These three men keeping the intensity rolling for this three-way dance. A running knee strike onto Loco by DeJounte Winters. Going for the cover now as Rogers is stalking over this. What did the referee do to kick up the chair like that? Like he's tech decking the steel chair. A belly to back suplex, a backdrop driver, some might call that. Garrett Rogers has been studying the tapes. But Loco, shades of Samantha James. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, he is going insane here. Is Rogers the man left in there? Rolling out of the way as he picks up Loco, and he just tries to break Loco's neck with a Thunderbolt driver. That pile driver right onto Loco might take him out of this matchup. And Loco's been eliminated, but DeJounte Winters trying to take out Garrett Rogers. The up and over here is Rogers going for the flaming table spot again. The fans in New York, he said this is what they deserve. Oh, is DeJounte knocking over the table. That is heartbreaking. The stiff kick here as Rogers keeping up with DeJounte. The belly to back suplex is, oh, he's folded like an accordion with that backdrop suplex. And Rogers said, by God, I'm done with the flaming table spot. Diving double foot stomp, will that be enough to put away DeJounte Winters? No, Winters with a kick as Rogers tries to pull him back up. Winters in control of this matchup, but oh, he catches a super kick. He's still in control of this matchup and keeps the pressure applied even after Rogers blocks the super kick. But Rogers kicking out at a deep 2 count. Winters keeping the pressure applied, but diving Dylan Storm has to be pissed watching Garrett Rogers pull out a Riders of the Storm. Shout out to one of his biggest rivals as he locks him into the Thunderbolt crossface. Will DeJounte Winters give up and tap out here? Garrett Rogers wins and regains the World's Heavyweight Championship here tonight. Garrett Rogers using a move that made famous by one of his most bitter rivals. DeJounte Winters would have never seen that coming, and that's why Garrett Rogers said he travels that Kings Road style, evolving as he goes. Loco putting up a good fight, and I know that he wants in. Garrett Rogers, the underdog, the least favorite to win this, and he is the man to come back and win in the whole thing. Maybe it's because DeJounte and Loco had a rivalry going into this, their best of 3, which was settled here. Right after that Riders of the Storm, Garrett Rogers puts on that Thunderbolt crossface and regains his World's Heavyweight Championship. Garrett Rogers winning that World's Championship once again, ladies and gentlemen. The 6-time World's Heavyweight Champion, Garrett Rogers, one more world title reign away from tying Dylan Storm. But he said he's got to try again to beat the Matthew James record. We'll find out what happens in the world title scene when we come back on TWF. What a main event before our intermission, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pull up. Let's get the Monday Mayhem theme rolling.
Shock, stole hold, pain bows, ground Uno, and they bring flax, pick it, place the darks. Steel and sweat in the spotlight's glare. Fists fly fast, there's fire in the air. Crowds on edge, the stakes are high. One wrong move and you kiss in the sky. No calm, no peace, just chaos and pain. Chasing glory in a war with no name. The bell don't save you, the ref won't care. At Monday Mayhem, we don't play fair.
Turn the lights down low, then hit that flame. The legends rise and blood feels the gain. Crowds are roaring, fists held tight. Every soul here came to fight. The clock is ticking, no time to pray. It's do or die on a Monday. Trade flash strang, let the madness fly. Heroes fall and titans rise. WWF, where warriors clash. On Monday Mayhem, we bring the smash. Crash the ring, hear the battle cry. No retreat and no goodbye. Step inside or stay ashamed. This is Mayhem, this is the game. Ropes are shaking, boots hit the floor. Every match like a legend's war. Chokeholds tight and the chants explode. Welcome to the violence code. No scripts, just scars and pride. We write history one suplex at a time. Every Monday, we will raise that flame. This is Mayhem, this is fame. Turn the lights down low, then hit that flame. The legends rise and blood fuels a game. Crowds are roaring, fists held tight. Every soul here came to fight. The clock is ticking, no time to play. Do or die on a Monday. Try flash the ring, let the madness fly. Heroes fall and titans rise. 12 yeah, warriors clash. On Monday Mayhem, we bring the smash. Crash the ring, you hear the battle cry. No retreat and no goodbye. This is mayhem. This is the game. High energy guitar, so it's a fade out song.
Shock, stole hold, pain bows, ground up Uno and they green flags, pick it, place the darks. Steel and sweat in the spotlight's glare, fist fly fast, there's fire in the air. Crowds on edge, the stakes are high, one wrong move and you kiss in the sky. No calm, no peace, just chaos and pain, chasing glory in a war with no name. The bell don't save you, the ref won't care, at Monday Mayhem we don't play fair.
Turn the lights down low, then hit that flame. The legends rise and blood feels again. Crowds are roaring, fists held tight. Every soul here came to fight. The clock is ticking, no time to pray. It's do or die on a Monday. Trade fast rang, let the madness fly. Heroes fall and titans rise. WWF, where warriors clash. On Monday Mayhem, we bring the smash. Crash the ring, hear the battle cry. No retreat and no goodbye. Step inside or stay ashamed. This is mayhem, this is the game. Ropes are shaking, boots hit the floor. Every match like a legend's war. Chokeholds tight and the chants explode. Welcome to the violence code. No scripts, just scars and pride. We write history one suplex at a time. Every Monday, we will raise that flame. This is mayhem, this is fame. Turn the lights down low, then hit that flame. The legends rise and blood fuels the game. Crowds are roaring, fist held tight. Every soul here came to fight. The clock is ticking, no time to pray. Do or die on a Monday. Try flash the ring, let the madness fly. Heroes fall and titans rise. WWF, yeah, warriors clash. On Monday Mayhem, we bring the smash. Crash the ring, hear the battle cry. No retreat and no goodbye. Step aside or stay ashamed. This is mayhem, this is the game. High energy guitar, so it's a fade out song.
Shock, stole hold, pain bows, ground up Uno and they green flags, pick it, place the darks. Steel and sweat in the spotlight's glare, fist fly fast, there's fire in the air. Crowds on edge, the stakes are high, one wrong move and you kiss in the sky. No calm, no peace, just chaos and pain, chasing glory in a war with no name. The bell don't save you, the ref won't care, at Monday Mayhem we don't play fair.
Turn the lights down low, then hit that flame. The legends rise and blood feels again. Crowds are roaring, fists held tight. Every soul here came to fight. The clock is ticking, no time to play. It's do or die on a Monday. Trade fast rang, let the madness fly. Heroes fall and titans rise. WWF, where warriors clash. On Monday Mayhem, we bring the smash. Crash the ring, hear the battle cry. No retreat and no goodbye. Step inside or stay ashamed. This is mayhem, this is the game. Ropes are shaking, boots hit the floor. Every match like a legend's war. Chokeholds tight and the chants explode. Welcome to the violence code. No scripts, just scars and pride. We write history one suplex at a time. Every Monday, we will raise that flame. This is mayhem, this is fame. legends rise and blood fuels a game. Crowds are roaring, fist held tight. Every soul here came to fight. The clock is ticking, no time to play. Do or die, or am I die? Try flash the ring, let the madness fly. Heroes fall and titans rise. What about you, X? Yeah, warriors clash. On Monday mayhem, we bring the smash. Crash the ring, you hear the battle cry. No retreat and no goodbye. Step aside or stay a shing. This is mayhem, this is the game. High energy guitar, so it's a fade out song.
Shock, stole hold, pain bows, ground up Bruno and they green flags, pick it, place the darks. Steel and sweat in the spotlight's glare. Fist fly fast, there's fire in the air. Crowds on edge, the stakes are high. One wrong move and you kiss in the sky. No calm, no peace, just chaos and pain. Chasing glory in a war with no name. The bell don't save you, the ref won't care. At Monday Mayhem, we don't play fair.
Turn the lights down low, then hit that flame. The legends rise and blood feels again. Crowds are roaring, fists held tight. Every soul here came to fight. The clock is ticking, no time to pray. It's do or die on a Monday. Trade fast rang, let the madness fly. Heroes fall and titans rise. WWF, where warriors clash. On Monday mayhem, we bring the smash. Crash the ring, hear the battle cry. No retreat and no goodbye. Step inside or stay ashamed. This is mayhem, this is the game. Ropes are shaking, boots hit the floor. Every match like a legend's war. Chokeholds tight and the chants explode. Welcome to the violence code. No scripts, just scars and pride. We write history one suplex at a time. Every Monday, we will raise that flame. This is mayhem, this is fame. Turn the lights down low, then hit that flame. The legends rise and blood fuels a game. Crowds are roaring, fist held tight. Every soul here came to fight. The clock is ticking, no time to play. Do or die, or am I die? Try flash the ring, let the madness fly. Heroes fall and titans rise. What about you, X? Yeah, warriors clash. On Monday mayhem, we bring the smash. Crash the ring, hear the battle cry. No retreat and no goodbye. Step aside or stay a shing. This is mayhem, this is the game. High energy guitar, so it's a fade out song.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, from our intermission. Ugh. In our first match, we have Colt Danielson. In our first match from intermission, we have Colt Danielson taking on Bubba Electric. By the way, Mario, you see how long that took to actually set up? This is just my thought process on why I don't want to do this separated intermission thing. It seemed like a good idea at first. It just feels like it's I don't know. And you know, it takes how long did that? We've listened to the Monday Mayhem song 3 times. That's probably like fucking. It's like 12 minutes, man, to set up. And I didn't even set up the custom matches that you told me to set up. I just did the base versions of them. And that ends up killing the whole vibe of what we were doing. And like Also, what a fucking high note to end on.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Bad Street, Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 265 pounds, Colt the Icon.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I understand what you were doing. I just didn't have the matches pre-made to just make it go by a little faster. I would have had to go through and actually like set up all of the matches, and even then, it's such a. I mean, I made executive calls, and I tried to make basically the ideas that you laid out. Because I do like the idea of having the intermission, like the intermission show, but I just, yet again, don't have a whole lot planned. I didn't have a whole lot planned for this episode of TWF. It was all one of those, like, use it if we need it kind of thing.
And his opponent from Amarillo, Texas, weighing in at 286 pounds.
But I understand what you're doing. We're trying to get Bubba Electric in here. We're trying to get, a character. This is a character I fucking love. What a fucking goober. As Colt Danielson making his return to TWF after a short stint away. I think that three-way dance with Garrett Rogers making his return, and after last week, I thought that was a high note to end on. Like an uber high note. But instead, hey, fuck it, we're running it. We're running it, and we see Colt Danielson in his first match back taking on Bubba Electric, who we haven't seen in a while either. That is just a 5-way gauntlet I set up for it, but it'll be a one-time for the one, just for the one time. Danielson already seems to be busted open here by Bubba Electric after the end scene, and I can't believe Bubba Electric also pulled out a springboard outside moonsault. Bubba Electric currently trying to beat. Okay. Danielson showing that he hasn't missed a step since he got back into TWF, showing that he's been training and keeping up. The ring rust hasn't caught up to him, unlike it has to Bubba Electric. Bubba Electric firing up right now. I love Cheetos, but I hate how dirty my hands get after eating them. Danielson going up top, but Bubba Electric, sensing the danger, decides to get out. Yeah, the old roster page is really outdated, I guess. A big elbow drop by Danielson onto Bubba Electric here on the Late Night Monday Mayhem. The cartwheel Alabama slam kind of cool, not gonna lie. Alabama Slam's weird still just because you're willing to put your head by some dude's junk.
Here is your winner, Colt, the Icon, Daniel.
We see Colt Danielson with a big win on his return match back. What a fantastic matchup here. As we are going to let you know, though, this episode of TWF TV is brought to you by DC Dark Legion. Make sure to install that here using my code here in the Twitch chat. Up next, we have a triple threat match between Kennedy and CC Prism and Golia. Alright, you know what? I don't even care about the entrances at this point. It's Julia. Oh. That's weird. That's weird. Here we see Julia attacking CC Prism and Kennedy and watching as they go for it. This is one fall to a finish, not a three-way dance like our fantastic triple threat, or our fantastic world championship match tonight. What a Samoan drop by Kennedy Ann, as we see Julia throwing a big punch into Kennedy Ann. Might have busted her open in this triple threat matchup here. CC Prism grabbing some plunder. It looks like a Singapore cane and cracking it over the head of Kennedy Ann, who is in fact bleeding. Using that Singapore cane, just cracking the legs, trying to make it hard for Julia to move. Julia. It's Julia. And Mario, I called that out already. Cause you always call me out on not calling out when they're busted open. Did that one bust open CC Prism, or did I just slick the red ropes? No, she is not busted open. But Julia is being taken down by Kennedy Ann, but Kennedy Ann being broken up of the pin. Throwing Julia across the ring with her hair like that. For the leg sweep onto Kennedy Ann, the 7-time women's world champion here in TWF. She had a war in 24 against Olivia Vargas, who will be in competition here tonight. The belly to back suplex as Kennedy Ann continuing to keep the pressure applied to Julia. Julia takes a big driver right into the mat there. And oh no, it looks like she's going for the pinfall on Prism with the breakup there by Julia. A chair crack right into the head of Kennedy Ann there. And oh my god, thrusting that over CC Prism like that. Julia on the outside. Kennedy Ann might try to get the win here, bust it open and all, but Julia getting in to break it up at a 1 count once again. Slamming Kennedy Ann against the, or Kennedy Ann slamming CC Prism against the ropes. She's keeping the pressure applied to her, knowing that she might be the bigger target here. But right? This match brought to you by DC Dark Legion, guys. You can use the gift code DCDL999 in game to get rewards, and you can download it here. Cover here. A drop kick. Stomping the back here. And, oh, looking for a knee strike, but no. CC Prism able to block it. Sending her off the ropes. Pops her up. And puts her in a color correction. And Kennedy just stretching a little bit before she gets the pin. Knowing that Julia is taking a lot of damage from that. Gonna keep the pressure applied to Prism here as she goes up top now. CC is busted open here. As I change a couple things. Just gotta meet my advertising goals here. Sorry, chat. We are now streaming DC Dark Legion here on Monday Mayhem. Here live in Madison Square Garden that got teleported to Gotham City. And Kennedy Ann takes the win here, as this match is sponsored by the EC Dark Legion, ladies and gentlemen. Kennedy Ann proving that she truly is a superhero of her own after winning a match like this. Just like you guys could be a superhero and download DC Dark Legion and play free today using my code. It helps the stream out a ton, guys. Kennedy Ann, though, just proving that she was a league above the others here tonight. As Julia did put up a good fight here against Kennedy Ann and CC Prism, but Kennedy showing that she is the big dog here in TWF.
Here is your winner, the Queen, Kennedy Ann.
Steve Hollywood demanded a 2-on-1 handicap match here against Truth and Consequences, and the Cactus said he'll deliver on that. As we get ready for that next matchup here, let's get our prediction points going, ladies and gentlemen. Or we will forget that entrances aren't turned on. Predictions live, ladies and gentlemen, for who will win. Already lost a shit ton of channel points. Betting you guys, betting against you guys. I hate it here. I always fucking bet on the champions or my Game's still working. Technically, yes, because we never really do them. Why is it taking forever? It's been doing that for like 8 minutes. Yeah, the screen just, I think the screen just froze, man. Because it was literally sitting there not moving. It like it showed the loading screen, but it, but it just didn't move. There we go. See? Look at that. Restart the game. As we move into here, Steve Hollywood wants to try it.
The following contest is a handicap match. Introducing first, from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 260 pounds, Steve Hollywood!
So Steve said he wants to see if he can fight with 2 people with his back already against the wall. Well, I think Steve's a PP head for thinking he can do that. That's what I think. I didn't even notice. Yeah, it's just I didn't even notice. It was like something so minute I would never have noticed. Steve Hollywood trying to take on Truth and Consequences.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 498 pounds, the Scorpion, D'Angelo Marcus, and the Lunatic Maverick Blade, Truth and Consequences.
Truth and Consequences here tonight, gonna be taking on Steve Hollywood in the 2-on-1 handicap match here tonight in this very ring here as we finishing up Monday Mayhem. Our first 2 hours of the show were extravagant as we saw Garrett Rogers make his return to in-ring action and win the World Championship. We saw Matthew James win the Pure Honor Championship, something he's never done here. And then we saw that he also joined the Tijuana World Order. Hollywood trying to take D'Angelo Marcus and piss him off by punching him in the face and kicking him around there a bunch. But that might just have made him even more angry. Hollywood going up top, going for a tsunami splash, but he misses. As D'Angelo Marcus working over the leg here. This brute force of D'Angelo Marcus against the bronze. That is weird. It might have just been like a glitch on my end that, like, because I swear he had it last time he did TWF 2. I'm trying something here, chat. Steve Hollywood getting a 2 count. Oh, we see a spine buster by Maverick Blade. Excuse me, chat, sorry. I had an idea to try to make TWF feel. It's just an idea for TWF. It's just a screen I have saved to switch back and forth every once in a while to do camera cuts. I like that you also knew it was the ECW thing. Steve Hollywood slapping Truth and Consequences in the face and sidesteps out of the way. The Cactus is scheduled for a match tonight. We'll have to see how that goes here. A 3D taking down Steve Hollywood. I don't know if he's going to be able to kick out of that. Truth and Consequences getting the win here, but Steve Hollywood making his mark known that he is one tough SOB when it comes to fighting these guys. D'Angelo Marcus probably almost guaranteed to have a broken neck after taking a burning hammer. And a tour of Hollywood. This man has to have some back and neck injuries, but he just wasn't able to get it done because of the. Honestly, that was a good fight. I'm sorry I wasn't calling the match because I got the idea for the ECW screen transition thing. I also think I'm just gonna delete Monday Mayhem as a show and just make pay-per-views, or well, yeah, do pay-per-views. You know what I mean? So that way I can do more matches in a row. But it's still just on Monday Mayhem. Alright, so think, instead of me setting... I could just make, you know, TWF, right? Which can host the pay-per-views. And it can just be some show that we have all the belts on, but it only has one match, so nothing ever actually happens. And then I just make a bunch of pay-per-views I know that, and that's what I'm working within the rules of universe. Blah 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 blah. We're being taken backstage, it looks like. Oh, it looks like Tyler the Cactus is backstage with Matthew James and Jacob Morrison, and Morrison is just throwing some haymakers at this man. The boss is just, and Matthew James is calling for him now. The Cactus is supposed to have a match tonight inside the Gauntlet for the Lights Out Championship. But it looks like Morrison and Matthew James are coming out here to take out the boss. Ooh. Now Mario, I'm just gonna turn it on. This is. I see that as annoying. I just heard noise looping. What is it? Do you still hear the noise looping? The Cactus fighting valiantly against Matthew James and the one and only Jacob Morrison. Cactus throwing Morrison around, trying to get at Matthew James. Bon voyage. What do you mean bon voyage, Mario? Where's the play? Where do you hear the audio looping or the noise looping? The Cactus can't keep this up against Morrison and Matthew James. The Cactus was walking from backstage from directing promos, and he's getting jumped as he was walking to his locker room. And oh my god, but the Cactus with a reversal, and he takes down Morrison as he throws Matthew James right into Jacob Morrison, but Matthew with a reversal and a super kick. Oh jeez. Matthew James is trying to bury the Cactus, and the Cactus said, "That's not my time, kid," as he turns him inside out with a lariat. Matthew James gets back up. And he says, nah, not like that. As Morrison hits the boss with a gut buster. The Cactus says he's gonna kill Matthew James as he gets up there. The collar and elbow tie up and tries to send him off, but he's getting wobbly. He's not in any wrestling attire. You know what? The lore is, I'm tired of waiting for you guys to try to make stories, so I'm forcing you guys to react to the stories I'm going to make. Boom. Matthew James and Jacob Morrison said they were going to make a, they were going to be working together, and it's like, all right, let's have them, you know, attack the boss. They want to take over. Although the Cactus beating both their asses is pretty fucking funny. I also want to use more backstage lore or backstage brawl stuff. The elbow drop by Matthew James as the Cactus is just trying to be involved in the show here. And they said, you want to be involved in the show, we'll make you involved in the show. This is our show, not your show. The Cactus fighting back against Matthew James, but oh, that Tijuana wannabe using the baseball bat and hurting the boss, the Cactus. The Cactus still with a reversal and slams Morrison down, and a lariat turns Matthew James inside out. Matthew James is just taunting the boss. He's trying to say that this is his show. He's the biggest star on it. Morrison says he seconds that, and he's following behind the lead. Looks like he's following the lead of Matthew James. Matthew might be trying to powerbomb, and the Cactus can't be feeling good. A powerbomb in a suit doesn't feel good. I mean, a powerbomb in general doesn't feel good, but in a suit especially. Oh, the double team they're using. Oh, he's done. The double team with the weapons. They left their mark. The Cactus will not be able to be competing in the match that was scheduled for next. The super kick right in the face. Matthew James really trying to leave his mark, but the Cactus just leaving him breathless with those lariats. Wait, alas, the 2-on-1. The idea was there's going to be a power struggle because the Cactus is gone for a little bit. But then the Cactus is going to come back with a vengeance, coming to kill. These two just jumping him. Jacob Morrison and Matthew James taking matters into their own hands, saying that they don't think the boss is doing a good enough job and they're going to do it better. They jump and are trying to take over, and we'll have to see what's going to happen here. Oh wait, Mario, just real quick. Do you hear anything in this place? Wait, here we go. The Tijuana World Order making their mark known. Look at that cowboy. Alright, so we muted the playback of that. So now in our next matchup, we have Nick James taking the opportunity from where the Cactus was going to stand here in this matchup. Jonesy pulling double duty here tonight. I don't need to put a noise gate on now. And this is a lights out title match gauntlet. This was originally a one time for the one time. This is not for the one time. Why? Oh my god! It didn't give me any. It didn't show any of the stuff at the bottom. You saw that, right, chat? I'm not tweaking. What's going on? Why is it not showing anything? 2K doing 2K things. Well, let me turn on matches. It turned it off halfway through the stream for the first half. So the cactus is going to be a little MIA. As we see Matthew James and the Synthwave Cowboy try to remove the cactus from power. I figured we gotta make, like, if we're gonna keep doing TW, you know, we're gonna keep doing the like the intermission stuff, and you know, you guys already made up, and you had your peer honor thing. You said you're gonna form this. It's like, all right, let's really balls deep into it, and just try to crumble what TWF is about. But like, we'll give it a crazy story. There we go. Entrances are on now. You and Matthew have a long-term story planned out. Let's get this one and done lights out gauntlet match underway, ladies and gentlemen.
The following contest is a gauntlet match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Elimination can occur by pinfall, submission, or disqualification. The match continues until one superstar remains, and that superstar will be declared
Although
winner.
I had a second angle plan that was kind of similar, but I don't think I'm going to continue that because I don't see them in chat. So yeah, honestly,
From Aurora, Illinois, weighing in at 297 pounds, the Action Champion.
the champion's starting here. Big Red Benson wants to be number 1. He said he could outlast all of these guys. He said, "Boss, give me an opportunity here," and the boss gave him an opportunity. Big Red Benson's looking for that win here, but I don't know if he has what it takes to be a gauntlet warrior. There's a lot of warriors that wanted in this contest. The Cactus even wanted into this. The Cactus, and he was just jumped backstage. Filling his role is Nick James. Yeah, we haven't seen him in a while, and I like this character. He's just something I made. Fergus Stonebridge, though, he's asking Big Red Benson once again if he has the stones to keep this going. As we see this matchup starting off here, Big Red Benson taking the brunt of the attack here from Fergus Stonebridge. As we see Stonebridge getting kicked right in the gut, this is a gauntlet matchup. Elimination and continue through. They have fought before. That's why I said he's asking him once again if he has the stones. Big Red Benson going to go through the gauntlet here against Fergus Stonebridge. Two big behemoths in the ring, facing off once again. Going for the roll through and interesting bridging pin, but Fergus Stonebridge able to get out of the way, out of that. Sending him over the top rope, pushed him down. I should have also made this a gauntlet eliminator, not a gauntlet match. So it's not. This is gonna be like fucking like 18 minutes, bro. Holy hell. Oh my god, wait. Stonebridge. Fergus Stonebridge, hailing from the European descent. This is a gauntlet match, so entrances are staggered between pinfalls and submissions for this lights out contest. But Benson might have the number here of the man known as Stonebridge. The crowd getting behind Stonebridge here as Benson not looking and knowing what he's able to do. There's a "We Want Rimble" chant sign here. The fan's firmly not in the corner of the champion, Big Red Benson, but he is currently going for the cover here. And gets the elimination. El Tigre de Purpura thinking he has what it takes to defeat Big Red Benson, as Benson stating he doesn't like all of these people from across the borders and non-Americans taking jobs and places here in TWF. Bro, Mario, Big Red Benson in real life is, yes, a Trump supporter. This is just Big Red Benson. This is literally just our friend Caleb. Minus the tattoos. He doesn't have tattoos. And, oh my god, the shooting star press showing that he can do it just... Is that El Grande Americano under there? Making his way to the ring, Nick James. I am not a political guy. Big Red Benson trying to keep the momentum strong here. After that war with... I don't know why Nick James is still in bandages. A forearm and a big strike. Big Red Benson with a poison mist and a punt kick, a dastardly move. As we see the punch, or the kick and a slap now. Nick James trying to fight valiantly and keep the pressure applied. Oh my god, Big Red Benson keeping the pressure applied to Nick James. Nick James still not fully recovered after the Thunder World Order's beatings to him. He's probably been pushing himself. You know, politics are a give and take thing, Mario. Honestly, you look at a lot of this, like, it's not that I'm one side or the other. I look at a lot of them that are good, but there's no good that is just exactly what I want, except for the Libertarian Party, which is, yeah. He's been fighting valiantly, trying to keep themselves paced to be the best. Big Red Benson showing that he has what it takes to be the lights out champion. Benson using the ropes, but Nick James gonna push him off quickly. You know what? I like that last part that you said there, that we are a country about differences coming together to live under one banner. Which I agree. I get what you're saying a lot, Mario, and I don't want to get political here on stream. My whole, like I said, look into the Libertarian Party. It might actually benefit a lot of your political views that you align with. It's like they're the middle ground between a Republican and a Democrat. And if more people started looking at the Libertarian Party as an actual viable option, they would actually start enjoying life a little bit more. Because all the Libertarian Party is we want you to be happy and do your own thing, enjoy your life, but make sure you don't harm anybody else. That's all it really boils down to at the end of the day. We want to give you access to you know, health care, so that way we can help you. And sure, it might tax you guys a little bit more. Oh no. Not a panhandle plunge. Big Red Benson trying to kill Nick James here and prove that he's the lights out champion. Nick James with a reversal into a jawbreaker. Goes for a kick. Mario, there's a reason I try not to play games with Caleb on stream. He's a lot. And like I'm gonna look past it for most of it, but it's like, ugh. I don't agree with so I don't want those thoughts to be stated on my channel, because he has no filter. And then even when I'm like, hey man, I don't know if that's the greatest idea here to be talking about that. Like deadass, just him raging at Marvel Rivals was crazy. I wasn't even in the game, and he's in the Discord saying bad unhinged shit, and it's like, what? Nick James fighting for the right to be the lights out champion and pin Big Red Benson. That's probably the best way to say it. Plain and simple. Do you know how many times I hear him talk about Zionist Jews, and I'm just like, bro, I'm making a logo, vibing in the vibe station, listening to music. Why do I have to hear about this right now? Nick James eliminates the beast known as Big Red Benson.
The next fall will win the match.
Basically, yes. Doom Nibis making his return after his tag team contest tonight. Nick James worn out after facing Big Red Benson. You know how people, you know how it's been the best way I can describe it is, you know how people overreact about the extremist Muslims in America? He's the extremist American. The Doom Nimbus kicking out, showing that he has a lot of fight left in him, and Nick James is going to have to do a lot. But Jonesy, the big salami, proving that his salami's massive here in this matchup here. You know what, that is crazy that you say that, because he is basically he is the most sane person in Florida. Like, what, he's probably like the top 20 most sane people that live in Florida. The number one person, most sane person living in Florida right now is Mad Dog Miller. I mean, I guess he's a little crazy because he wants to be a chef so bad, and it's like, man, this shit sucks. Don't do it. Nick James. That's why I said he's like in the top 20. Caleb would be in the top 20. The most sane person that lives in Florida is Mad Dog Miller, but he's insane because he wants to be a chef, and that's why he lives in Florida. Yes. You know who else lives in Florida? My dad. Have you ever talked to that critter? He's a critter. Nick James in control of this match over Doom Nimbus, but oh, the momentum he has to feel over beating Big Red Benson. But will Doom Nimbus allow that to ride high here tonight in this gauntlet match for the Lights Out Championship? You're right about that one. To be fair, he's trying to make up for it. He said he's trying to score us 2 tickets for Daytona. He said as long as I can get myself a plane ticket out there, he'll come pick me up and board and room and all of that. I just need to get a plane ticket. And I said, that's fair enough. I believe in that. Because I mean, as long as I know I'm not going to show up, and then he's going to be like, yeah, well, I'm gonna give him some chances, because going to Daytona with my dad would be pretty fucking cool. The cover here. The leg drop between the uprights on Jonesy, but Jonesy rolls out of the way. Nick James trying to keep the momentum on his side, but we don't know. Ollie Brand James over here trying to act tough. And the Tope Atomico successfully landed. Couldn't get that landed while facing against Alpha Academy earlier. The 630 senton. I think that's it. Nick James is crushed. And the big salami wins the Lights Out Championship, ladies and gentlemen. was a cool match. I made some executive calls and made some changes along the way. But overall, it was the blueprint. This match's blueprint was made by Mario. So shout out Mario. But the Doom Nibis decided, like, honestly, he chose everybody in this match besides Nick James, who I took myself out and put Nick James in.
Here is your winner, and new Action Champion, Daddy Dad.
The lights out champion, the Drift Master himself. And our main event match, a tables match between Olivia Vargas, Sadie Adams, and Stephanie Valkyrie. Let me run to the bathroom real quick, chat. This is our main event of the evening before we switch gears and do something else. Well, chat, you know what they say. A six-pack a day keeps the broke-ass bitches away. Like I said, I did have to make some executive calls, Mario. So, like, just because I wanted to try to get the show moving, and we were doing an intermission, you know, we have to have, like, you had the matches booked. I just don't have the match pre-made. So it already took like 10 minutes to book all of this and get it all figured out and set up. And we don't have the entrances for our main event. Fucking whack sauce. Oh my god. I hate this game, bro. Just work. Oh yeah, but anyway, let me actually give me 1 second. Stream elements.
Is a triple threat tables match. Making our way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia.
We're at 32 minutes at streaming this. But it's because your main event tonight is actually brought to you by DC Dark Legion, the game that we are streaming under right now. This episode of TWF is brought to you by that, because it's the newest game sponsoring Tagged Up Tyler. This is I'm just getting the 2 hours out of the way. But we do have a new game to download, chat. DC Dark Legions. See, you can download it through the App Store using my code, and if you use DCDL999, you get in-game rewards, guys. In-game is DCDL999 to get in-game rewards. I believe if it might be DC. What did I set the what did I set that up to? The chatbot. It's exclamation point. DCDL will bring you up. Will bring up the code so you can download it through Twitch, and it helps me out, guys. It is a free game, and every level you get on it does help the channel up. Does end up helping towards the channel. I don't know if the ad-free Twitch does anything. So wait. If you're asking about like Turbo, I get money for Turbo, but I don't know how that works. I could be Harrison with you. Harrison's been subscribing, has been using his Prime subscription every month for, I think he has 2 more months until he hits a full year. But shout out Harrison. Harrison, a real one. This tables match is our main event for the evening. So the way that a Turbo pays is I basically get paid the same amount that if you were watching at the ads that you get, but Twitch pays that out instead of the coming out of the I'm trying to think, out of the advertiser's money. We see Olivia Vargas and Sadie Adams going at it here. These two women warriors went at it graciously at the end of the 2024 season. And you see that they want some more right now. This three-way dance, Stephanie Valkyrie looking good here in TWF, trying to earn her way into a TWF contract here. I see why Booker T be going crazy for her. This could end the match right here. A crossbody and the table doesn't break. I am the table. Oh, Vargas getting the last punch on Valkyrie at the last second, which is crazy work. A sitting spit out power bomb. Yeah. This triple threat tables match, our main event here for Monday Mayhem before I go do something else. Valkyrie. Oh, I thought it was Valkyria. Stephanie Valkyrie. There's two tables set up right now. Any slam could, in that general direction could end the match. I'm thinking of the Valkyrie bitch. Throwing the chair. This could put Vargas out of it here. Hire a Valkyrie, that's what I'm thinking of. The fans in Madison Square Garden get to go home happy with a table spot. Taya Valkyrie.
Here is your winner, the Fire.
Sadie Adams with the win here. I think that they both will be signed. What a good episode of TWF here tonight. Guys, that's not happening. I'll be back with on stream very shortly. I'm gonna end stream here, and I'll be back. Bye.